Welcome to the reading part. Now, we got this reading about different teenagers, like young people who are inspirational. So, I want you to write to me under the video here. What do you think the old people in your country think of the young people? And how about the other way around? How do the young people think of the old people? And how do parents think of teenagers, and how do teenagers think of their parents? Are there any similarities and differences? Okay, do you think it differs from one country to the other or one city to another? All right, so now we got here these three teenagers. We got Nick, he's 17, all right, and he's an app entrepreneur. And we got Jake, he's 18 and he's a singer and songwriter. And we got Sarah, and she's 16 and she's the carer. All right. So we're going to read these questions, and then we're going to read about the three teenagers here. So these are the 60 questions that we're going to answer about each one of them. Okay. And then we have in the next page the different three passages about each one of them. Let me show it to you. Here they are. Okay, so it's just one page. All right, so the blue part is for Nick, the yellow brownish part is for Jake, and Sarah is the pink part. Okay, so I want you to read each part, and then we're going to answer the questions together. So take 5 minutes to do the reading, and then let's go back to the questions. Pause the video, do the questions, and then let's do it together. All right, so I hope you paused the video and got all the answers to the questions. So let's do them one by one. So let's have first the questions about Nick. What is inspirational about him is that he started writing apps at an early age and produced Summonly at 16. And although that he's an entrepreneur, he likes the same things as other teenagers. He works hard and he's got talents to be taken seriously. Number two, the second question we have, which is what do you learn about his family and childhood? He grew up in Perth, Australia, right? And his dad is a banker, his mother is a lawyer, and they moved to London when he was 7. And at 9, he started creating movies on his computer, and at 12, he got an iPhone and he started writing apps. The third question, who or what has helped or influenced his life and career? His parents. Yes, they gave him the gadgets he needed. And he takes Steve Jobs as his idol. And he thinks that they are very similar to each other because they are both obsessive about the vision of their product and controlling everything about it. Number 4, what are his milestones? Or what are the important milestones in his life so far? Is that he created Face Mode, and then he saw a gap in the market with Summonly, and then he sold selling Summonly to Yahoo for 30 million. And then what is his ambition is to summarize the entire web. And what you learn about his friends is that he enjoys being with his friends. Now we're going to answer the same questions, but about Jake. So number 1, Jake grew up on a council estate to become a successful musician, and he started playing when he was 12. He wrote songs at the age of 14, and he tried hard as he auditioned for festivals. And number 2, he grew up in Nottingham, and he started playing the guitar at the age of 12. That's nice. And the guitar was a present from his uncle. Okay. If you got any more notes, you can share them with me. Number 3, who or what has helped him? So who helped him was his uncle. He gave him his first guitar, and his mom for playing a range of music at home. And also he got affected by other musicians. Number 4, his main milestones in life were playing at a Glastonbury festival, and he had his songs played on the BBC, and they appeared on TV and different music programs. He's ambitious. Number 5, his ambitions are to have a number 1 hit and to have a jamming session and to work with one of his heroes. And the last one, number 6, a lot of his school friends like the top 40 and the latest pop releases. The last one, Sarah. Okay, so what is inspirational about Sarah is that she looked after her parents, and she did this from a very early stage, or a very early age in life. And she has campaigned for the MS Society, and she has taken the role of the principal carer for her mom. And she learned first aid and care skills at the age of 8. Very impressive, right? So most of her day, she spent it looking for her parents. And then she was a torchbearer in the London 2012 Olympics, and she has met the Prime Minister. And she's hardworking, caring person. Number 2, what do you learn about her family and childhood? She's an only child, and she started being a carer when she was very young. Her mom, Carol, is 53, and she had a lot of medical problems for 30 years. So Sarah cannot remember her being well, and I think this is something that a lot of people nowadays go through, especially the youngest children. And at the age of 12, Sarah posted a video on YouTube highlighting the challenges young carers face. So in her first day at school, she realized that not all the mothers were in a wheelchair. So this is one of the things that she had to go through every day. And every morning she gives her mom her pills and an injection, and she cooks dinner after school. And when she was 8, she developed an eating disorder due to stress. Well, do you know anyone who's like Sarah here? Number 3, who or what has helped or influenced her life and career? Her mom's illness had the strongest impact or effect on her life, and a Red Cross Young Carer project helped her a lot as well. Number 4, the main milestones in her life were posting a video on YouTube about young carers and her first day at school, joining the Young Carers project, being an Olympic torchbearer, and meeting the Prime Minister. Number 5, her ambition is to carry on looking after her mom, and she hopes to get a career at some stage in her life. And number 6, what do you learn about her friends? Well, she doesn't have much time for her friends. So, God be with all the people who are like Sarah, right? So that was the reading part. Now I want you to take another look at the reading if there are other vocabulary that you don't know and you know how to check the dictionary. You can check the dictionaries on Google Classroom. And I want you to write to me under the video. Who do you think is the most successful person or teenager from the 3, and who do you think is going to make a bigger success in the future, and which teenager do you admire the most and why? So let me know your answer. You can write it under the video. and see you in the last part of our unit.